Yo, Mark, why don't you get your skinny ass over here and drop the legal facts?
6 and 60 is a show made for drunks, by drunks.
6 and 60 should never be listened to by the following people or children. Women who are nursing or pregnant, people with heart conditions, the guy down at the subway with a black tooth and a half ear, people with herpes or genital warts, the midget 2 doors down that wears a turban, that one dude from the gas station that may or may not be a terrorist, seeing eye dogs, blind people, Martha Stewart, Morgan Freeman, Joe Dirt, Peter Griffin, men and women in general, and deaf people. If you do not identify with any of the groups above, please add yourself now. Listening may cause anal leakage, sudden blindness, excessive laughter, severe rash, loss of morals or wallet, and pissed off wives, divorce, legal involvement, severe diarrhea of the mouth, and alcoholism. If you experience any of these symptoms, please seek medical attention immediately. 6 and 60 is not responsible for bail, alimony, pissed off wives, child support, medical expenses, or their own actions.
Double Bogey thanks you for your subscriptions.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, McFly, what do you think you're doing? Hey, I'm talking to you, McFly, you Irish bug.
Your rent's due, motherfucker! Are you conscious?
You think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in this slop house?
Fuck you! Fuck you! And fuck you! Who's next?
Just step into my office for a minute.
K-Dubs is indeed getting fucking fired tonight.
I was trying to help a brother out.
It was a long weekend, buddy. I managed to stay sober enough long enough to open my present. Every time Mean Bean passes out in the studio, he was viewing horse porn and other horse sex news.
He looks like a guy that'd blow a horse. You, on the other hand, sir.
I kind of took it upon myself to just name myself Asshole of the Year. K-Dubs, why don't you step into my office for a minute? You're fucking fired.
It's all right, I quit.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Monday night, December 29th, 2014, and K-Dubs is indeed getting fucking fired tonight. Jesus fucking Christ.
I was trying to help a brother out.
That was
And I thank you for that, by the way.
that was an epic fail.
I fucking sounded like a car accident? What the fuck?
I was
Jesus
just
Christ.
introducing Rec.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
get it together over there, for
I
fuck's
know, I'll
sake.
set my phone down quietly. And it's all,
So,
You give the girl a little bit more responsibility and she fucks everything up.
yeah, anyways, I'm Pam Snaggles,
And I'm the Irish car wreck
and this is 6.
in 60.
And over there on the ones and zeros, we got Smite. He's messing around with some other shit
Yeah.
that we kind of figured
You know,
out here.
every week I come in and we got new equipment.
We
It's
got
pretty
some
awesome.
shit going
Yeah.
on. I don't fucking know.
We're still kind of trying to work out the bugs.
We're figuring some shit out.
Missing in action tonight is our Vanna Whiteboard, Motherfucker Jones.
Got the
she's
super
got-
sniffles.
Yeah, she's got extreme sniffles.
Yeah.
So we got K-Dubs keeping time for us.
Sniffless Maximus. That's what we call it.
There you go.
That's a t-shirt.
Could be. For doctors, maybe. So anyways, yeah, K-Dub's over there. She's over there.
She's going to try to keep it together for an hour.
I'm going to try.
no.
I'm going to try.
All right, over under 5 times her phone slams on the fucking table. She moves the mic stand. The chair makes a whirr sound somewhere in the
I'm
back.
going to have to strap her to that chair so it doesn't move.
Then she'll just hop around like a fucking hostage situation.
That would be hilarious if you know it.
All right. So, as far as weekend in review, it was a long,
Well,
extended
okay,
weekend.
so, yeah. Well, I, for one, got off noon on Christmas Eve.
You sure did.
So that was it was a long weekend, buddy. It
Yeah.
was. I pretty much clocked right in after I got off of my regular job.
Well, you clocked in here, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, and at home.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a car wreckish weekend. That's for sure.
Indeed.
I think I managed to stay sober long enough to open my presents on Christmas, and then, I got a beer fridge.
Which
so
is
why
usually
am I not
done
gonna,
in the morning time.
right.
So, yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, right. Thank God. You were possibly still hammered from the night before, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
So, yeah, it was a pretty fucking wild ride. We did the bonus episode, which was fun.
The bonus episode was fun.
We've gotten a lot of feedback on the carolers.
Yeah, dude, the
They were
carolers
great.
were awesome. Those guys, not only did they go out there and write those songs really well, but they sounded pretty damn good.
They
when
did.
were singing
Yeah,
them,
once
too.
we got the sound figured out, boy, they were
Yeah.
pretty in
It
tune
was-
and harmony. They
We
sounded
should
all right.
definitely have them back.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
we
impressive. I think we might need to bring them back. Obviously not Christmas carols, but
Some sort of other.
maybe St. Patrick's Day we do another bonus
Oh,
episode.
God, yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yeah, let's do that for sure. So yeah, the bonus episode went good, and then that was followed by the next day, which was Friday. Yeah,
Friday. Yeah.
What did we do Friday?
Besides recover, I don't know.
Oh no, me and Smite, we played it pretty cool Friday night.
Yes, we did.
We played it pretty chill. You, on the
I
other
did
hand,
not.
sir,
I did
did
not.
not play it chill whatsoever
No,
on
I
Friday
did not.
night. You ended up on the couch again.
Yep. Yep.
Your couch.
We're just gonna start charging
Somebody
you rent.
Well, and that's fine. I've been talking about getting an army cot. I just got to shell out the $70 to do it.
You know what we ought to do
a
is
hell of a
just
lot better.
saw one of the fucking sides off of that couch so
Wait.
that you could just stick your legs out
I'm
there.
pretty sure that's
I'm
a
down with
decent
that.
idea.
What if we just
actually.
make it fold down? It's like an extension.
Well, I was going to mention. I'm pretty sure Mean Bean said he had a foldable couch that he was going to bring down,
yeah.
so you could just flop it on. I'm more with the idea of cutting one of those arms off.
It's
'cause
probably
I think,
got some herpes and dog pee on it, though. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what you got going over there. So you might want to. Yeah, we could. That there's a nice piece of furniture, Clark. I'd like to fumigate
I'd like to
that there.
fumigate that if I could.
Christmas.
I'm not sure how much you paid for that love seat, but I will bring the saws all over and just chop
No, that
damn
was
arm off.
my buddy Buck Russell. He, him and his old lady broke up. He was like, here's a couch. I was like, that's not really a couch, but
You have a friend named Buck Russell?
kind of.
Do you just call him Buck
We
Russell?
call him Buck
okay,
Russell,
because
yeah.
I was going to say, obviously, Uncle Buck.
It's exactly where it came from.
If his name
yes.
was legitimately Buck Russell, I was going to...
Yeah, his last
Go
name's
crazy.
Russell, and
Nice.
yeah, but he does love Uncle Buck, so we call him Buck
Nice.
Russell. Yeah,
Great
So-
movie, though. By
It
the
is a
way.
fantastic
movie.
movie. Actually, we could talk about that one in entertainment.
We should do that.
Why not?
Maybe. So yeah, Saturday night, I went pretty well off the rails. I don't know. I woke up on your couch. You
yeah,
woke up on the
I was in the
recliner.
recliner.
Yeah. Hell of a switch there.
I was pretty surprised. Well, okay, so there was somebody else passed out on the love seat when I... Oh, my God.
Jesus fucking fire everybody, goddammit.
We're just going to have to run a two-man show. These guys don't know what the fuck
For
they're doing
fuck's
anymore.
sake.
God.
Somebody else was passed out.
You'd almost think that we hadn't been doing this for 3 months the way the opening of the show is
Right.
going. Jesus
Fuck's
Christ.
sake.
Yeah, someone who will remain nameless, but she is sitting in the room
Oh,
currently.
yeah, that's right.
She was
That is
she was
right.
passed out over there for a little while.
Yeah, Gigi was down. She
It was,
done.
Gigi.
you know,
Gigi was toast.
and for as
Tiffany.
many times as I wreck, that was impressive. That tailspin was pretty awesome.
She was happily involved with everything
Standing
and
up,
just
interacting,
went
and
dead
then
batteries,
yeah,
bro. Just-
robot shutdown.
Oh, but that brings to mind, was it Friday night when Mean Bean went batteries dead on us? Yeah, okay. That was Friday night, yeah. He went horizontal or vertical comatose. Yeah,
Yes,
is
he
what it
did.
was.
What's impressive about every time Mean Bean passes out in studio is that I don't know if he's got some sort of extra sensory or something where he knows I'm about to take a photo of him. So I always get him with his head down and I can see his hat and I get 2 middle fingers every fucking time.
It's the Flash.
The time we put the sombrero on him, he did the same thing, but then he's like, that's not even fair. I had to put the sombrero over his hat.
Oh, that was a beautiful picture, man. I
really
loved
was,
that
dude.
fucking picture, dude. That was so great.
Oh.
So, yeah, that rounded out.
So-
And then Sunday,
Sunday, yeah, we hung out on Sunday and
Yeah.
we took it pretty mellow. Went
did.
and had some breakfast and a beer mosa, which those are quickly becoming my favorite drink.
oh, they're fantastic.
They are
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That was good. I was okay with that, and then I started coughing and threw up the entire breakfast I ate, which pissed me off because I just paid for it.
I was going to say it's more aggravating after you've paid
Yeah.
the bill.
Yeah.
Because if you had
I mean,
vomited before, then
the
you
most
could have been like, you know what?
aggravating-
No, I just gave you that Denver omelet back. So
Right, yeah. The most aggravating
I'm not
section
paying
was
for
the full chunks of Denver almost stuck in my nose. That's a rough go right there.
Eek.
It's a
Yeah.
son of a bitch to get past, but I got through it. Worked it out.
I held my breakfast down pretty fine, but then when I went home, I immediately shut back down and
Oh,
slept
yeah, you were
for about
fucked.
another 4 hours.
Yeah,
So
you were screwed, man.
by the time the Broncos game came on, I was down here shaking like a dog shitting peach seeds.
Yes, you were. That was. Yeah, I don't know. You were in a weird
I was
state
just-
that day.
Hey,
I napped on
I'm
Sunday
gonna,
also.
what I would say is that a 4-day bender is going to do that to me.
It can.
You know,
It has the potential.
I
to
was
do it
trying to
anyways,
recover
yes.
yesterday, and it just wasn't working very well.
Wasn't coming around very fast.
When you have to force down your rally beer just to not feel like you're dying. I've got more I want to talk about the weekend, but
Okay.
I'm going to save it for later on for
Okay.
my speech because I've got some pretty awesome stuff that
yes.
happened this weekend, but it's got to be safe for the speech.
True.
So.
True. All right, that's fair. Really, there's no other. I don't know. Nothing really. We didn't really get out of control. I guess no more than normal anyway.
I was going to say, I think we're kind of setting a bar to where any more like
somebody's going to die.
Normal people see us and they're like, "Holy shit, what are these fuckers doing?" But we're like, "Eh."
You forgot about hairband karaoke.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
let's not forget about that.
Yes, so
That
we
was great.
Went to the T-bar and decided to break protocol, and we actually went in determining that none of us would do our normal songs, our rap songs, and all our other stuff. We were all just going to get together, come together as one hairband.
Yeah.
And we were called Vatos Locos.
Vatos Locos, yes.
And we did that with 3 songs. Was it 3 that we got out? 3 hairbands that we got out.
There is a video, by the way.
There is a video, multiple angles too,
which you can purchase for $14.95.
I was going to say somebody's going to have to send that over. So I can get that up.
We'll get it
stat.
handled. So yeah, and then we ended up going back to protocol and sang our regular fucking songs anyway.
That
So
always
it was
happens.
all good. But the karaoke guy kind of lets us do whatever the fuck we want, so it works out.
I'm actually surprised I haven't been asked to do Vanilla Ice in a long time.
I don't know.
Because
I don't
that's
know what to tell you,
my
man.
general standard,
right.
Even when I say I'm not going to do it, eventually somebody comes
You
by
end
and
up
says,
doing it, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it. Holy.
I know.
I'm going to have to shut up. I didn't drink any of
Yeah, I
that
know.
first beer.
You never shut the fuck up is a problem. So get it together, man, and shut
right,
the fuck up.
I'll tell you what, you can talk about the Broncos game while I drink this beer.
Oh, good Lord. Hey, Viagra, if you're out there in Wonderland, and
poor bastard.
I know your eyes looked a little bloodshot from crying all day when I saw you today. And you know what, buddy? It's okay. Not every team sucks as bad as yours. Actually, no team sucks as bad as yours. Your team sucked the worst.
I think Tampa Bay sucks pretty good.
I don't know what's their record.
They have the number 1 pick in the draft already.
Oh, all right.
Locked
Okay.
up.
So
Tampa
you lucked
Bay is
out,
pretty
buddy.
horrible,
You lucked
but-
out. There is one team worse than the fucking Raiders. Jesus, dude.
I just felt bad for him because he was so excited to go to that game.
Oh, yeah.
And
he was amped.
You know,
can you imagine?
It's
what he
one
looked
thing
like?
if you're gonna get it's one thing if you're gonna get beat, but to get your fucking face smashed in like that.
Yeah.
He's the only one in Raiders gear sitting in our stadium like this.
I kept hoping the camera would pan across him
And we would catch him there at some point.
with just some little tear streaks just kind of frozen coming out of his eyes. Oh, yes, Viagra.
The hug me cam.
Right. Oh, man,
Well-
I sent him all kinds of shit yesterday. I got 0 responses.
Of course.
When we saw him today, he was like,
Well,
"Yeah, I hate you guys," and walked away.
Am I going to be part of this sports segment again tonight? Absolutely. But here's
That's
the thing,
exactly
Viagra.
what he said.
The football season's over for you, buddy. So
Yeah.
unless we're talking shit about the Lakers, you're pretty much safe now.
Which we're going to start talking shit about the
I guess
Lakers.
we're gonna have to.
I don't even watch basketball,
Yeah,
but we got to
I-
keep you as part of the sports segment.
I was going to say, I think
so-
we got to keep him involved. So
Yeah.
we're just going to have to talk shit about
It was
Kobe
funny
and the
because he
Lakers
said
now.
that he mentioned that his phone died.
No,
was
it didn't.
About halfway through the game, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said
Likely
when he, turned his,
excuse.
he said when he turned his phone back on, he had like 30 missed calls, and like 40 mixed text messages and shit. And at least 8 of them were mine. I can tell you
Right.
that. And oh man, I sent him all kinds of fucked up shit. Man,
He
it
was so
great.
heartbroken when we
Well,
saw him today.
And then
He was.
Sunday morning, he had posted something on Facebook about I hate when people call me and hang up.
Oh,
And so you and I called him at least
Immediately.
4 or 5 times and just kept hanging up on him.
So that was us. That's what we were doing. Just so you know why we were
had-
calling you and hanging up on you.
Yeah, we had nothing better to do.
Nothing. We were waiting for our breakfast. What else were we gonna do?
Is that really what you guys were doing at
That's
breakfast?
exactly
Yeah.
what we
You
were
guys
doing.
are
Yeah,
assholes.
absolutely. Yes, we're aware of that.
Somebody had
Both
to do
of
it.
these two had their head down in their phone for like 45 minutes at breakfast.
Probably didn't say one word. to
No,
each
they
other.
didn't. No.
No.
Just calling Viagra.
Yep. As soon as it seemed like he was going to pick up, I just hang up. And then I think probably the 3rd or 4th time I tried to call him, he wasn't even picking it up anymore.
Yeah, he just gave up
Yeah,
on it.
he's
Said,
just
"Fuck
like,
it.
these fucking
You guys
guys.
are fucking assholes. So we also we got to talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Just
Cowboys.
because.
Dude, hey,
That was a fucking royal ass whooping too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I saw that Des Bryant set a Cowboys record for most receiving touchdowns in a single season. That's
no shit.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Wait, like
considering
franchise record?
Yeah, franchise
Okay.
record for the Cowboys, which is impressive considering how many really good receivers they've had over the years.
Right, and that's true. That is true. They have had some good ones.
God, I hate having to pump the Cowboys up,
I know.
dude. It's like it like kills a little bit of my soul every time I have to give them props.
I know. I'm just sitting here enjoying you guys talk about it right now.
Hey, KC did beat the Chargers too. They
Oh
did.
yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
I can imagine
It
the
wasn't-
shit talking that happened in Gigi and Mean Bean's house.
Oh man, it was. It was. Yeah, they weren't looking like a happy couple when they walked in there and watched the Rumble game. I'll tell you that. They didn't look like they were having too much fucking fun. I mean, well, don't get me wrong. Gigi looks like she was pretty happy. Mean Bean, he was a little down in the dumps. But hey, that's all right.
Whoever replaced the plastic trash can with a fucking
Metal one. Yeah, we're gonna.
It's okay. We'll count your beers like that, Rec. 1.
Yeah, ding 1, ding 2.
Gonna need to change that out. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it was.
We need a new plastic one then.
So now we're on to the playoffs then.
Yeah.
We got the Broncos got the number 2 seed. Patriots obviously got number 1.
Got one. I did
got a
want
bye.
to mention something about the Patriots. I know nobody in this state is really a big fan of the Patriots, but I saw a story today that Tom Brady pretty much gave back $24 million in guaranteed money so that they would have more room to sign their players this offseason.
Wow.
So that's, dude, it's pretty selfless, man.
Shit, that takes like 4 points off the douche meter as far as
Right.
I'm concerned. Damn it.
That's like the
I
little
really-
kid saving the kitty.
I really wanted to make that guy have to be a major fucking douche. God damn it. Did Giselle did she get a big fucking modeling contract or something?
I don't know.
And now he's trying to not look like a douche, but he's actually a douche,
a
which is
bigger
even
douche.
more of a douchier move. What a douche. Fuck
What a
Tom Brady.
douche.
I'm sticking with him.
All
He's
right.
a fucking asshole.
He probably cried when he gave that money away, so it's all
He
right.
cries anyway.
So for my
Yeah.
portion of
He's
going
gonna make it back somehow.
I wanted to talk about the last bit of Niners that I've got for this year, and I will say this much: I called it yesterday. We were hanging out. I told you flat out, Jim Harbaugh is going to leave San
for
Francisco
sure.
and go to Michigan.
Yep, he's out.
He's got 8 million reasons why he's going to go to Michigan. He's going to be the highest paid coach
In the
all
country.
of football, not just college.
country.
Yeah,
Country.
The highest paid football coach. So
insane,
at the end of the
man.
day, I can't fault the guy. You know?
No, not at all. I mean, the Raiders are
Take the
sad.
money and run. Yeah, he
Because-
wasn't going to the Raiders.
No, he wasn't going to the Raiders. The Raiders don't even want to go to the Raiders.
Hold on.
But-
Speaking of the Raiders, I do have to make a comment because I believe I texted you this, but just to dog on Viagra some more, your quarterback wears ladies' eye makeup.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Mascara.
Yes, he does.
Or manliner.
yes, he does.
What was
He
shit,
looks
what were we-
fucking weird.
What were we calling him? I said he looked like Twilight Cross with something. Shit, I don't
You
remember
could buy
what
all
it was.
3 with the man.
I don't remember that line. It was
He does
pretty
look
good.
like Edward from Twilight.
Well, yeah, but he looks like Twilight Cross with something. I don't know.
Some goth
Fucking-
kid or
yeah,
something. I don't
something.
even know.
I don't
It was funny.
It was funny.
It's a shame we can't remember it.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Because
Shit happens.
Booze.
Yeah.
Beer.
What's the percentage of your brain that you use? 1.5%.
Ish.
The rest is clogged with malt and hops and bong resin.
So yeah, now we're in the playoffs, and the Broncos don't play again until January 11th.
Yeah. Who are you guys playing? I didn't see the entire shakeout.
I don't know.
So the reason your downstairs neighbors were getting out of control when we were watching the movie last night is because he's a Bengals fan, and the Bengals and Steelers were
got
playing
you.
last night. I told him
Did the
when
Bengals win that?
I think so.
Okay.
But I told him when I got to work today, I'm like, dude, I almost came down and kicked your door in and had to tell you to quiet the fuck down.
Right.
We were trying to watch a movie.
I know you guys were excited about football. We were trying to watch a football movie. God damn it! Hey, check that score from last night for the Bengals game, just so we know, because it's one of the facts that we need you to know. We should know it.
Something is wrong with the printer.
Oh shit! That's okay.
It's
Here's what
the
happened.
6 times you tried to print
the printer
news
was supposed
stories.
to print something out an hour ago, and now it just decided to start printing everything out. So
You could thank CenturyLink for that, probably.
there's going to be some more shit coming out of
I've
there.
got a question about your printer.
Go ahead.
How does it just magically know to print out comics every morning?
It's a setting on the printer. It's
Yeah?
a smart printer.
Yeah.
Bengals lost.
Bengals,
Bengals
what's the score?
lost.
17-27.
Oh, fucking Steelers. Oh, well.
I do have actually one more thing on the 49ers. Yesterday was the first time in a long time that I wished the 49ers would have lost.
Right.
Because if we had lost to the Cardinals, the
Right.
Seahawks wouldn't have been the number 1 seed.
Yes.
God damn it.
Seahawks.
Fucking Seahawks.
Bane of my fucking existence. Hate those guys.
We are driving to Seattle tomorrow and running Richard Sherman over.
There's a ball kicking tour to follow immediately.
All right.
Oh, that's another little fact I'd like to bring up.
Oh, God.
There is
yes.
an amazing video of Mean Bean. Car wreck asked him to hit him with a folding chair. He insisted that Mean Bean hit him with a folding chair.
I was going back to my
What?
backyard wrestling days,
Yes.
and I wanted a chair shot, so I handed Mean Bean a folding chair. And
I used to watch that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, this was going to happen live. So he hands me the phone and says, video this. I said, all right, okay.
I still have the video.
I know, and it's fantastic. So he sets up, and he's walking around, and he's like, go ahead, do it, man, do it. Mean Bean, being the nice guy he is, instead of hitting him with a chair, kicks him in the nuts.
Yes.
The great thing is that I've watched the play-by-play.
Oh, it is amazing.
And the whole time...
I want to see it.
I've seen it in slow motion, and the whole time Mean Bean's like, I'm not going to hit you, and I was going full-on Joker. Hit me!
Yeah.
Hit me, I want you to do it, I want you to do it, I want you to do it. Right before he kicks me in the nuts, he lifts the chair up over his head, and then a small little smile comes on his
You can
face
see it.
as he... And I totally didn't see it
I
coming.
saw it coming.
And then I collapse onto the floor.
This is the best. He was so gentlemanly.
And Mean Bean comes over and he puts an arm around me and he goes, I love you, bro. That's why I kicked you in the nuts. I'm not going to hit you with a chair.
That was fucking awesome.
Oh, it was amazing to watch.
And I spent the rest of Saturday night right in your chair, kind of
Just-
coddled over,
yeah.
holding on to my schnutz. Because
If we had had a frozen bag of peas, he
Yeah.
would have been.
I
he
would have been
been
sitting
working
on
it.
them, for
Yes,
sure.
yes, you would have.
We could have called Noel.
Oh, yeah. There was nothing worse than that night.
Oh man,
Dick punch.
Yeah.
Funny
Yeah.
regardless. You know?
Yo,
Yeah.
old Rex nuts are taking some shots, man. They've
Dude,
been
I
wrecked.
felt your pain that night. I
might-
was on the floor too, dude. I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing nice.
Yeah, I've been hit in the nuts more times in the last 6 months than I think I have in 6 years now.
Me
Possible.
too.
Possible.
And I'm just going to say I probably deserved every single one of them.
Yes, you did.
Well, there was
Well, not all of them,
There was a
but-
couple that night that Big Daddy was bouncing around that I probably didn't deserve it.
Probably not. No, but he was in a mood, so you know.
He was in a dick punching mood that night.
You
Big
guys are
Daddy's in a
both
dick
behind.
punching mood. You got to do what you got to do, you know.
We are both behind a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little.
That's all right. I got mine. I'm good. So, we're going to move into the weird news.
Weird
category.
news, yeah.
So go ahead.
right.
Motherfucker Jones sent a couple of these. I picked a couple. So go ahead and read that first one there, would you?
All right.
Hold on one second.
It's just one page. for
We
the
should
story.
note that Jenny Jones came in. I mean, motherfucker Jones came in sick and did this and left.
Yeah.
So,
and we give
props out.
her props for
Props
coming
out.
in.
Props
And-
out for coming in,
yeah.
giving us all the flu
We
virus, and then
appreciate
leaving.
it.
Thanks.
Thanks,
That
asshole.
was fantastic.
Get better soon.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is blowing it all on the ponies. Apparently, I have a hard time reading headlines.
Apparently, I don't know.
Blowing it all on the ponies. In I'm going to call that Wausau, Wisconsin. Dude, towns in Wisconsin are always named fucking weird.
Yeah.
After
I have
cheeses.
family in a town called Menominee, Wisconsin. I don't even know what the. If I didn't know the name of it, I would never be able to get there. Anyhow,
Most everyone in Wisconsin is fucking drunk in their defense, so
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
they were naming cities shit faced.
Yeah. On that note, if you really want to get drunk, go drink in Wisconsin.
Fucking
Those
A.
people are out of control.
You can drink a shitload of beer and eat a lot of cheese curds,
Right.
man.
Oh my God, cheese curds. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about your guts
Yes,
going,
sir.
what the fuck is going on here, man?
You just filled me up with old Milwaukee and cheese curds.
What the fuck
is
am I
wrong with
supposed
you?
What am I supposed to do with that, asshole?
Actually, Old Milwaukee will not be around much longer.
Nope, they are on the decline. We'll talk about that
That's
too.
sad. All right. So in Wausau, Wisconsin, a 30-year-old has been charged with possession of marijuana and blowing a horse. Court documents obtained by the Northwestern.com claim that Jared Kreft was found inside a barn with a marijuana pipe and a jar of petroleum jelly.
Oh, God.
He was also wearing a face mask and blue wind pants with holes cut around the crotch and ass areas. Let me
Oh, my
let me
God.
reread that sentence because that is the story right there.
Slow it down.
He was every time we do these, it's a surprise.
Uh-huh.
And I have a hard time not laughing. So he was also found wearing a face mask, blue wind pants with holes cut around the crotch and ass areas.
Hold on, Rick. What was his name again?
Jared Kreft,
We should get him on the
Kreft. Why did he cut the ass out of his pants?
Why do you think?
He probably had CenturyLink.
Dude, all right. Kreft admitted to the police that before he was found inside the barn with said animal, which he blew and jacked off, he was viewing horse porn.
Oh
Whoa.
God.
He did have CenturyLink.
Dude,
Who gave this fucking guy a horse?
right?
Do you guys want to see him?
Jesus, man.
Jesus Christ. Does
there's
he
a
look like a
picture.
creeper?
There's a he's
I
30
bet.
years old.
He's
Does he
30.
look like
Does
a
he
guy that
look
would
30?
blow a horse?
Is
Yes.
he wearing a plaid shirt?
What does a guy that would
It's
blow a
a
horse
video,
look like?
so I'm gonna play it.
Duh,
It might
yeah,
be, it might
let's
be loud,
let's
but-
wait on that.
I'm going to say heavy set.
Anyway, police searched Kreft's apartment and found marijuana, though they did not find any horse porn.
Where did they find the marijuana?
Is there a magazine dubbed horse porn?
No.
Like Horse
might be.
Monday or some shit?
I certainly hope not. Kreft was locked up in Marathon County Jail on a $2,000 cash bond. He faces a judge on Tuesday, which should also make for an interesting item. We'll keep you posted. In other horse sex news,
He looks like
back...
a guy that blow a horse.
Yes, he does.
Holy shit, it's Kale.
We might have to throw that up on the 660 page. Anyhow,
What do you mean in other horse sex news?
that's exactly where I was kind of freaked out. In other horse sex news, back
What?
in October, a 19-year-old Floridian jacked off on
Florida.
a horse plush toy at Walmart and put the stuffed animal back on the shelf.
Oh, dear God.
Wait.
Nah, changed my mind.
He jerked off a plush toy and put it back on the
He
shelf?
jerked off on a plush toy,
Oh,
then put
gotcha.
it back on the shelf.
I thought, okay,
gotcha.
whoa, yeah, okay.
All right, so my first story is titled "Dude, Where's My Dad?"
Oh, God.
Jerry Springer.
This could be us, honestly. So, everyone in your group is way too fucked up when at some point in the evening someone suggests driving to a different country to buy cheaper cigarettes, and everyone else immediately agrees.
Yep.
Yeah, that could be us. The harebrained scheme is what landed British dad and apparently party animal Sean Smith in hot water. Even at 1/3 the price, which is what cigarettes cost in France, the calculus of driving hundreds of miles to get them just makes no sense.
Right.
Once you factor in the cost of gas, not to mention the opportunity cost of driving with one of your crew totally hammered,
Jesus Christ, bro.
the mission is risky at best. But Smith says he has no memory of committing to the trip.
Oh,
Of course.
of course.
I must have fallen asleep when we got to the port because the next thing I knew, we woke up and I was in France and we were on our way to Belgium. Holy shit.
Jesus, dude.
I want to party with these guys, dude,
I-
because these guys are the shit.
I don't.
No, I do. That's that's where we're going wrong.
Right.
We need to live on another continent where you can just bounce from country to country.
Oh, man.
Because we can't go into Canada. None of us can go into Canada.
No, we're not allowed.
Yeah,
And if we go to Mexico, they're not going to let us back. Oh,
No, fuck no.
No,
we
they
can,
wouldn't.
we can get into Mexico. That's not a problem. We can get into Mexico by 7 o'clock tonight.
We can
getting out
get
of
back
Mexico.
over, trust me.
Well, yeah, I know you know people, but so, and this is where things got really problematic. Smith, who has never been out of the UK, didn't have a passport. He somehow got through the border crossing out of England, but after they bought the smokes and made the long journey back home, he was stopped at an entrance point on the way back to England and refused entry. So he got out of his country,
Couldn't
but
get back in.
So Smith was told he'd have to go to British consulate in Paris to get an emergency passport to get back home. And in Paris, things got even more complicated because he was born in Germany, which made his nationality almost impossible to verify.
Right. Jesus,
This guy was
man.
fucked.
That's one drunken fucking road trip you don't want to take, man.
In the end, Smith, a father of 6, mind you, got stuck in France for a week and spent nearly $1,000. I don't want to see Paris again, although it's a beautiful city, said Smith. It was an expensive hangover, but something to tell the grandkids
Yeah,
about.
that's you know what? You gotta admire his optimism there.
But
Absolutely.
for one, his last name was Smith. I mean, come on.
Actually, it's pronounced Smythe.
Smythe. Smythe.
Smith.
Okay.
He was probably better off just walking
I've been
down to the
called that
local
before.
store and buying some smokes.
Yeah,
man.
one would think, yeah.
Yeah.
But, a week in France.
It's like driving to Cheyenne on Sunday for real beer.
Yeah, but getting
Hey.
pulled over and getting 4 DUIs on the way there and back is
And
what
then
it's
they
equal
take
to.
it.
Been there, done that. I think we all
too.
have
Me
been.
too.
Dude, before we started selling beer on Sundays,
Yeah.
that was our Sunday trip.
Yep.
Somebody went to Cheyenne.
Interesting story. Has nothing to do with the weird news that I'm about to tell, but years ago, I woke up on a Sunday. They still weren't selling beer in Colorado on Sunday.
Right.
So we took our old keg shell out to the front lawn to pour out the old beer that was in it so we could fly up to Cheyenne.
Did you have
and
a
get
screwdriver in it?
No.
Okay.
We just pumped it up and drained it out as much as we could.
Gotcha.
And I told my friends, I was like, I guarantee you the biggest alcoholic in the world is going to drive by and see us pouring beer into the gutter and go, "What are you doing?" And then I heard ice cream truck music. And the ice cream truck driver pulled up and stopped and said, literally, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, it's like a month old. And he's like, I don't care. I'll still drink it.
Did he drink it?
No.
Damn it. That would have been so great.
Was
if he
it
drank
Cheech and
and drove
Chong?
away.
That is the guy driving around the neighborhoods here, you know, with
that guy's
kids
cool.
running about. So
He's cool.
just so you know,
He's probably hung out here before. Who knows?
probably.
We have a way of attracting those people.
And no, he's like, I'm not telling anybody what I do for work.
All right, so my second story. Oh, I thought I was going to burp there for a second. I'm sorry. Rules of the rage. The holidays are supposed to be a festive time, but when families gather together, arguments and negativity often threaten to spoil the occasion. Here are some tips for avoiding conflicts and keeping the holidays stress-free for the whole family. 1. Try to end thousands of years of entrenched prejudices before flying home and talk about current events. Encourage family members to seek personal space when they need it by telling them the front door's right fucking there anytime they want to use it. These are things I'd say in my family.
I know.
Avoid anything that triggers fights, like history of family depression. Make yourself appear larger than you are around your father-in-law by standing up on your hind legs and puffing out your chest.
That one's basically for Mean Bean.
Hey, if you become frustrated during the festivities, consider going for a walk to the end of the driveway. Continue on for half an hour, reaching the town limits, entering a train station, buying the first ticket available, arriving in a town called Rockport, heading to the edge of the ocean, and just screaming. Ensure each family member has their own table at which to eat dinner. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Everybody gets their own TV tray.
Split potentially huge family blowouts into smaller, more manageable bickering matches over the course of the holiday season. Take the time to consider things from your brother-in-law's point of view so you can fully appreciate how fucking stupid his perspective is. I would like to personally send that out to my ex-brother-in-law. You are a douchebag.
Does he listen to the show?
I certainly hope so.
I hope he does now.
The last way is to change your name and start a new life.
It's a pretty good list.
That's a great list.
It's a pretty solid list. Okay, so my final story is entitled Ding Dong, Granny's Gone.
Yes.
Expressing appreciation for the more relaxed and cheerful atmosphere, members of the Shaw family confirmed Thursday that the first holiday season without grandmother Ethel Shaw has been absolutely incredible. Sure, we miss Grandma and all, but it's pretty great this year without her sitting in the corner looking totally miserable while the kids open presents, said Kyle Shaw, grandson, 31. Adding that not having to watch his 89-year-old grandmother struggle to swallow candied yams or help her hobble to the bathroom had made this year's celebration more festive and carefree. We can finally have conversations without slowing down and repeating everything for her. Plus, when we finish eating, we can just head out to the movie theater. No dropping Grandma off at her retirement home on Christmas night, which always puts a damper on things. Frankly, the past few days have been amazing, Shaw told reporters. That everyone in the family had been such a good spirits that they barely even remembered their grandmother was gone.
Jesus Christ.
She got ran over by a reindeer, right?
I have no idea.
That guy.
I don't know.
Wow, bro.
It might have been, I don't know.
It might have been horse fucker.
Excuse me, horse fucker. Do you require assistance?
But you'll fuck one horse.
Right.
Oh, man.
That's incredible. That was great news.
That's terrible. Yeah.
So that the ding of that last bell takes us into
segment 4. Yeah.
The segment 4. I'd like to mention just at the first part of this that we do have all the 6 and 60 shirts run. So
yes,
we have them sitting here. So if you're going to go out and procure a bell, now would be the time because we can pay up on your shirt immediately.
And then bring it over to the studio, obviously.
Or if you're out of state, mail it to us. Either way.
I did have requests for kid-size shirts, which kind of disturbs me because I really, as much as I love this show, if you're out there and you let your kids listen to this show, you got some serious issues.
They're going to turn into these assholes. Just a warning.
Exactly.
You may not end up with Parent of the Year. That's all I'm saying. It's no big deal. It's cool.
I think the kids just think the logo is pretty cool because the logo is pretty legit.
It's pretty cool.
You did a good job designing it.
It came out pretty good.
And on that note, I also, like I had texted you, we're going to have to make up a sticker for my new beer fridge.
Absolutely.
Because it needs to be decorated.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, speaking of kids, I'd like to give a shout out to my 3, soon-to-be 4-year-old on January 1st.
Oh, yeah. It's coming up, huh?
Aw,
Yeah.
her little birthday.
Oh, speaking of birthdays.
Oh, yours.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
you know who
well,
you are.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we're only a couple of days away from what I only imagine is going to be a giant fucking drunken disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rex's
Yeah.
I
birthday.
forgot it was going to
Yeah.
What do you mean? We just talked about it like an hour and a half ago.
No, but
He's been drinking.
until now.
Jesus,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? I forgot that it was his birthday, like, until we talked about it earlier. I'm just saying.
Wow.
You just remembered it just now again, though.
No, you don't understand.
Jesus, man.
So yeah,
You're
we
not
What you're gonna
understanding.
say.
Should
Do
clean
you
your
understand
pipe,
the
bro.
words that are coming out of my mouth?
don't nobody understand the words that come out of your mouth. No, we are having a little get together, a little soiree.
It's not
It's-
a little get together.
There's only like 14 or 15 people that said they're going to come. I invited like 65.
Right. Well, it's going to
So-
start there.
Yeah,
Disco
it's
ball
good.
and fog machine, we know.
Although I did have one friend in Wyoming say that she didn't know she could make it. And I was like, well, I didn't expect everybody to show up anyway, which immediately led her to go, well, if you didn't want me to fucking come, why'd you even invite me?
That's awesome.
And I was like, well, you can consider your ass uninvited.
Yeah,
then.
somebody's ragging.
So go ahead and fuck yourself.
Yeah. You can find the nearest place to fuck off. And when you get there, fuck off some more.
So, all right. Well,
On that note,
so that's coming up.
yeah, that, of course.
So if you want to come to his party, come on down. And if you don't, well, then fuck off.
Yeah.
It's basically
It's
it.
New Year's Eve, so everybody is going to, the great thing about being born on New Year's Eve, there's not very many benefits to it because, know, I always get screwed on the whole, well, I just bought you a Christmas present. Now I got to buy you a
That
fucking
would suck,
birthday
dude.
present.
Yeah.
Could be worse, man.
I had a friend once.
Drunk Kyle that was born on Christmas.
Yeah, I had a friend who was born on Christmas.
Yeah, that's got to suck.
Ugh, that'd be horrible. Imagine that shit. Totally get screwed. Or I don't know.
So-
So, are you going to give your asshole of the
we,
year
we,
acceptance
we
speech?
normally, well, we've been doing an asshole of the week segment in which one of us or just
Multiples.
a random friend
Yeah.
that makes a complete ass of himself over the week, and then we just talk shit about him for a little bit.
usually
But considering the year I've had,
Huh?
I kind of took it upon myself to just name myself asshole of the year.
You
And-
do have the top honors so
right.
far.
Well,
yes.
and I mean, especially after this last weekend,
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
top of the last several weekends,
Right.
I kind of felt like, yeah, it's a pretty good call because every
Yeah.
time I don't think I could be a bigger asshole, I go out and completely outdo myself.
Oh, speaking of which. Okay, wait. Go ahead.
No,
No,
no.
no.
No, go ahead.
I'll get back to that after you give your asshole of the year.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying nothing.
Well, I'll just say this much: becoming asshole of the year could not have been done without stepping on pretty much everybody along the way.
Almost literally.
I I burned some bridges while I was crossing them this year.
Absolutely.
I got dumped. I don't know if I can call it getting dumped, but I got dumped at the beginning of the year, and then I had a few just like one daters throughout the course
Right,
of the
right,
year
right.
that I'd text them a day or two later, and then just be like, yeah, I don't ever want to see you again. So there's that.
So they went well.
Yeah, it went really well. One of the things I was going to mention about this past weekend is I got shot down within 2 seconds, and it was the nicest.
Damn it, this is the one I was going to talk
Yeah,
about.
the nicest but quickest
This is the
rejection
most-
I've ever taken in my life.
This is
'cause
awesome.
This girl at the bar on Saturday night.
Wait, before
pulls
you
me
give
aside.
this line,
All right,
let me
go
give the
ahead.
lead up to
Go
it.
ahead.
Because he was over there fraternizing, having a good time, and these girls were into it. They were dancing,
Yeah.
they were laughing, looked like it was going well. And and he, I mean, he was wearing the alligator hat, but I think they were into that. It was cool. It was all right. So yeah,
If you're gonna be an
was a
asshole, you
great
might as
hat.
well
it
look
was
like
a
an
great
asshole.
hat. No, it
you
was
know?
a great hat. It really was until you broke it. But yeah, so I think from my point of view, everything looked like it was going great,
Yeah.
and then it led up to this.
Yeah. So she pulls me aside and she's like, you seem really outgoing. You seem like you're a lot of fun. You got a great personality. You seem like a really great guy. And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm thanking her. That's the greatest compliment I've gotten in a long time.
All year at least, yeah.
And then, would it be too much for me to get your number? And she said, yes, it would. Because I'm already involved. And I said, all right, well, thank you.
Yes, it would.
Thank you, Satan. I'm going to go over here and keep drinking.
Oh, it was the greatest thing to see.
She all gets her hopes up to like here, and then she's all, nope.
If any of you have ever seen the footage of the Hindenburg crashing, that's exactly what this looked like.
What it taught me about all right. What it taught me about myself though is that I've been rejected so many times, especially this year, that she was like, yes, that's too much, because I'm involved. And I got up and I was like, all right, well,
Well, thank you for your time.
Thanks anyway.
You left it like you were doing a job interview. Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Here's my card.
Thanks for coming in. I think we're gonna move in another direction.
We're releasing you to find other opportunities.
You should have said, "Here's a fucking T-shirt."
You seem very qualified, but we've decided to go in a different direction.
That's exactly
No,
what
you're
it was.
overqualified. Overqualified.
Oh man, you got rejected by IBM.
That was crazy, man. And then Sarge was over there trying to put his work in too, and that's kind of funny because
Yeah.
he's only like 95 years older than me.
Hey,
I love the guy though.
you know what? He may have had a better shot than you. At
He
it,
probably
though, dude.
did.
Right?
He
We need
probably
to have
did.
him
He
on
always,
the show.
He's coming on the
He's
show.
I heard about that. That's
He's gonna be on
exciting.
here. It's gonna be awesome.
He's a very snappy dresser.
He is a snappy dresser, and I'll bet you that motherfucker has stories that will just floor us, dude.
Oh yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
can't
looking
wait.
forward to. It's gonna be awesome.
So anyhow, asshole of the year, definitely.
Oh, it's you all the way.
I'm-
Here is the asshole of the year. We should have worked up a theme song for
Right.
We should have had the choir.
that. We should have
We
the
could
choir.
have just pumped in Dennis Leary, the asshole song.
That's
Which is
totally
always-
what we're doing
yeah,
next year.
right.
Totally what we're doing next year. And
But,
we're keeping track of asshole
here's-
of the year.
well, and here's the
Asshole
thing,
of
is
the week
that-
next year.
So it's a great honor to get this award, but I definitely plan on putting in better work next year
Well,
to keep the streak alive. So if anybody actually feels like they can challenge me for asshole of the year, I welcome all competition.
I mean, Mean Bean's he's right in there, dude. But
He's
Kicking
not
me
an
in the nuts was a
asshole.
pretty asshole
That was an
move.
asshole move.
well, what I'm saying, I mean, he always slides in
But-
right behind the home
But
plate.
you
know?
got to hand it to him. He kicked me in the nuts, and that was the right call.
It was
So-
indeed. So hey, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
what are you gonna do?
I pulled one solid one down this year so far, so I'm looking forward to a big year next year too.
Yeah,
I have never
well,
been asshole of the week. Just stating.
Well, no, there was one time you were pulling up close for it, but then you got just way out. You were shot out by somebody. I don't remember who
What
it
week was that?
We were drinking.
No
course.
shit.
Yeah, when aren't we?
I don't know.
I don't think Kaylee's even. She might have been like a strong third place.
Yeah, I am not an asshole. I'm like the nicest person drunk ever.
No, your boyfriend is, but that's.
Luckily, he doesn't listen to
He
the
doesn't.
show.
He doesn't listen to the
because he
show because
fucking
he hates
hates
it.
us.
He's not a huge fan of the show.
But with comments
He would
like
take
that,
that
who
shirt
can
and
blame
burn
him?
it.
Right. Other than that, he's
Hey.
a nice enough guy.
At least I know you'd be warm.
I don't ever want him to make me breakfast again.
Why? What's wrong with his breakfast?
It just didn't go
Was
down
it the
right.
Chad?
You should have let me make you pancakes. God damn it!
I appreciated it, but I immediately left and I was walking back to my car and I was like, "Oh God, eggs were a bad choice."
I'm gonna have to shit in somebody's bush.
Right?
That's
I
okay.
almost
Do
did.
it. Do it. My neighbors are weird,
Everybody,
and they have 7 kids. They'll pick it up.
Racket corn for dinner.
Somebody just shat the couch.
Oh, speaking of which, if you do shit on the couch, you're cleaning it up.
Dude, I would never.
Because eventually, you can't flip the couch cushions over anymore, dude. You don't have to sleep on
those
crusted
ones,
shit.
those ones you can't flip over.
No, they're
anyway.
Velcro down, yeah.
The nice thing is that couch is right next to the toilet, so
That doesn't really mean much,
No,
though.
no.
I don't have a history of shitting myself.
Okay, I'm just...
I've pissed in some hallways and closets.
We've talked about shitting stories.
On my roommate's bed one time,
I know,
while he was sleeping in it.
You know, all the shit talk is leading up to a really great ending, Rick.
Right. Well, I was gonna actually.
I know his secret.
I was gonna mention this during the asshole of the year speech, but the one thing I've got the most feedback from, the episode that everybody was like that was hilarious, was my anal bleeding.
Yeah.
People thought that was hilarious.
So did your family.
Ah,
It
Your
is
family thought it was
hilarious.
I know.
hilarious, yeah?
My mom was even like, that was hilarious, and I'm like, thanks.
Thanks, Mom.
Laugh at my
How'd you
pain.
like my anal bleeding?
Smelled like blood and semen.
All right, horse fucker. So
Any
moving
horse
on.
fuckers in here? All right, so moving on.
I'm a full beer behind at this point.
It's, it's all
Yeah.
right.
What's up with
All
that?
right. My stomach's a little
Well, speaking of shit,
uneasy. Yeah,
that's how we're
I
going
might.
with this.
I might need to go. I might shit the chair right now.
Well, it's mostly pleather. So
I
it
just
should be
cleaned
easy
them
to
all,
clean
so
off.
you're good.
The best part about all this conversation is my pickup line for this week. Thank
Yeah.
you, K-Dubs.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
All right.
I was
Actually,
trying
okay.
to help a brother out.
So, in entertainment news, we watched the movie last night. When the Game Stands Tall.
Yeah.
I thought it was overall a great movie.
It was pretty good.
I'm
not going to run out and buy it.
No. There was a major fuck up in it, though, and it still pisses me off.
Yeah.
It pissed me off when we saw it.
I know.
I'm still fucking
I know
pissed
exactly
off
what you're
about
talking
it.
about.
So they fucking set up for a field goal. The opposing team, the team that they've been waiting all year to play, right?
Right.
Set up for a field goal, missed the fucking field goal, but the very next scene is that team getting the ball back.
Yeah. No explanation.
There was no explanation. There wasn't any time off the clock. They just basically oh, you missed a field goal? Well, here's the ball back. Go ahead and try again. It's like, what the fuck was that, dude? You're trying for this heartfelt, fucking inspirational movie. It was very inspirational.
Yeah.
Got a little Jesus-y at one point. But,
it was pretty Jesus-y.
There was a lot of black people in it, so they had to set it up, throw God in there, and do whatever. It's cool. But I'm just saying, that part fucking pissed me off, dude.
That was pretty
I was so
bad.
fucking angry.
The one scene that I thought was just odd, but I understand why they had to do it because of the heart attack.
Yeah.
But Jim Caviezel going out and just smoking that cigarette right after the funeral.
Right, which sends out the bad message that as soon as you start smoking, you die. Right. I don't, that's bullshit.
I totally called that heart attack, though.
Oh, yeah, you called the heart attack, and then we both called the black kid getting shot in the ghetto.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of predictable shit,
right.
But
well, that's sad that we can say that, but
yeah.
As soon as something uplifting was happening to this black kid, I'm like, well, he's about to get shot.
And sure shit. The next
died.
act of the fucking movie, he
2
got
minutes
shot.
later.
He went to pick up his buddy, just sitting in his car chilling, and got shot.
Right. I'm not saying I wanted him to get shot. I just knew because that's how Hollywood tells stories is, oh, this is really uplifting. This kid's overcome so much adversity. He's about to have a great life.
And now you're fucking
But you
dead.
live in the ghetto, so now you're fucking dead.
Right. It's bullshit.
It goes all the way back to Boys in the Hood.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You knew that guy was going to die at the
yeah.
end. You're like, oh, he's about to get shot.
Yeah. And it sucks, but I mean, it's technically reality. But,
Ooh, speaking of all the ghetto stuff, did you see the Ice Cube's coming out with the new movie?
What?
I'm not sure what that has to do with ghettos, but all right.
Well,
I'm intrigued.
No, really? Ice Cube came out of the ghetto. He's
yes.
super hood.
I understand.
Not anymore. No. I would hope
He's seen his house.
He's transcended the ghetto.
He is far from the ghetto.
I'm pretty sure there's a movie coming out with him and NWA. Like, and all of those guys.
I think
and,
you
their
might be.
story.
I think you might be right. I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like
DJ
badass.
I think your brother was telling me about that actually, which is a little more disturbing anyway.
So it's Eazy-E, MC Ren, DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to put out an NWA movie, which would be awesome. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's filming it because it's all over my Instagram.
Huh.
Yeah, because I follow Ice Cube on Instagram.
And everything on Instagram is true.
Right.
So
straight
It's
out
off
of
his.
Compton, still one of the best. Rap songs I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, yeah,
That's what the
Hair
movie's
Tea.
called.
Is
That's
that
what
called?
the movie's called.
well, there we go. See, now we've narrowed it down.
Yeah.
Way to do your detectiving.
Good job, Rick.
That's
Is that
what
a
I
word,
do.
Detectiving?
I don't think that's a
Just
word.
You,
made
it
it.
is now. It is now. So, yeah.
That's pretty much all I had for entertainment. It was just that movie. I didn't. There's a lot of movies out right now that I want to see. I just haven't taken the time.
I watched Into the Storm.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Wasn't that
it was
just like
Twister on steroids?
Twister 2.0?
Dude, it was Twister on steroids, dude.
Yeah.
It was cool. You know what I mean? It had some cheesy scenes and some shit. You're like, all right, why is that guy getting sucked out of a manhole cover? But, you know, I mean, I think they got a lot of the and I think it was kind of based on a real thing. I think, because there was a guy that was actually filming some crazy documentary like that and actually died in some huge tornado or something.
Yeah. I think I do remember that.
I would say the craziest part. I would say the craziest part in the movie though was when the fucking huge tornado's coming over, and then everything just stops, and he's like, "Shit, we're in the eye of the tornado." Right. That's how big this fucking thing was, and it was badass, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. Then he gets sucked up into it, and he can see the stratosphere from the top, and then he dies.
We had talked earlier about talking about Uncle Buck a little bit. If you guys want to talk about
Absolutely,
Uncle Buck.
why not?
Jesus fucking Christ!
What the fuck are you doing over there? God damn!
No more alcohol for that man.
I was trying to look up that movie, Inherent Vice. That's what I was trying to do.
Smite just backed his fucking Buick in here.
Inherent Vice.
Fuck.
Yeah, that actually looks like a good flick.
It does look like a good flick. We should all go see that.
You want to see the funniest damn movie ever? Is that documentary, The Bear Man? Grizzly Man, where this guy goes and like thinks he can live with the grizzly bears,
And
and
then-
they filmed the whole fucking thing, and then the grizzly bears ate him.
Nice. They have footage of that?
That's fucking terrible.
He filmed himself being eaten by grizzly bears?
Well, not intentionally.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't
Yeah.
intentional, but
He
you
set
know.
the cameras up, and he's just hanging out with the bears like he's one of them, and then they fucking ate him.
Was it like a 7-minute documentary?
So now he is part of the bears.
Was it a 7-minute documentary?
No, I think
These are the bears. God, Jesus! Ah! Like,
It was like almost a year. or
the world's
something.
shortest documentary.
Really? They really just like hung
Why
out
the
with
fuck
him
the
for,
bears
like,
eat him
year?
after a
Yeah.
year?
Wow.
Well, he thought he could.
They were hungry, bro.
After
They're-
a year?
Dude, how long did Siegfried and Roy work with fucking tigers before
Before he
one
got
of them
his head
finally
bit off.
attacked?
That is very true. Very
I
true.
was working in Las Vegas on the Strip the night that shit went down, and somebody came in. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he got attacked by that tiger. The tiger went crazy." I said, "No, it's a fucking tiger, and he was poking at it with a fucking chair."
How is that so
There's nothing
shocking?
crazy about
I'm
this.
surprised that tiger didn't rise up sooner.
I'll bet you by the
Right?
time that story got to Iowa, he got his dick bit off by a tiger.
Right.
Probably, I don't
Let's
know.
ask Christopher Walken what he thinks about that.
Well, I thought it was very comical, but it would have been better if there were lions.
Tigers and bears.
You ever watch those nature documentaries on the cable? You see the one about lions?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. There was some guy, it was hilarious. He was buying me shots, and then I started doing the walking voice down at the bar. He just kept buying me
that
shots.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy was. He kept buying shots for everybody, and his only request in return for those shots was that I kept talking and he was walking.
That guy was weird, right?
Yeah.
With
Just
his
keep
man
on
wife.
talking.
Him and his man wife.
I was
yeah.
I was doing obscure quotes that Christopher Walken didn't even do. I was like, "And shepherds we shall be for thee, my lord, for thee."
Right. But the guy was digging it. He
Yeah.
was loving it.
He was just laughing, and he's like, "Have
I think
another
he was
shot.
hitting on you, dude.
Have another shot." He probably
He
Or his
was.
man wife was.
Agreed.
Anyway, I don't
He
know.
wanted to take you home.
No
They wanted
idea
to take
who
you
that guy
home.
was.
They wanted to take you home and sandwich you in a threesome.
Oh god.
This guy's voice is gonna get me off.
I don't know
on
what it was.
a weird side note,
That wasn't a weird enough side note?
no, none of them ever are when it comes to me. That first Eagles game we went to, I was sitting between you and I don't even remember.
Mean.
No, that was the second Eagles game we went to. The
Oh,
first
okay.
one, there was another big dude sitting on the other side of me, and I'm not sure which one of your friends it was, but either way,
I don't think.
I'm
I think
sit-
that
I
was
was-
other people at the end of the road.
I
that
don't,
weren't our
yeah, I
friends.
don't even know. But I was sitting there watching the game, and I get a text from my buddy Al, and he's like, "Oh, you look cozy inside that man sandwich," and I was like, I had no idea he was at the game, so I was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?" But I waited till the next day because I was like, that made no sense whatsoever.
Right.
So the next day, I texted him, and I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "The Eagles game last night, bro. I saw you." He's like, "You were nestled in between two big dudes." And I was like, "Yeah, it was kind of uncomfortable."
I don't think you were that uncomfortable.
Nah.
Seemed like you were having a good time.
No, that was the
In
night.
the man sandwich.
That was
He's
that
on
was
the job paid well.
That was the night that I was pretty sure I was dying of liver failure.
Oh, that's right. Okay, when we were over in that section. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were pretty amped up about that.
yeah.
Worried.
You talked me off the cliff.
Yeah. Talked you back into drinking.
yeah.
Get back on that horse,
You were
buddy.
just it was great advice. You were just like, "Dude, I know a guy that's been drinking a gallon of vodka every day for the last 35 years, and he doesn't have liver failure."
Yeah, you're good. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I hope my mom doesn't listen to that bit.
Your mom's gonna listen to that. Man.
You know, and what's funny, actually, what I love about it, Ma, if you're listening, she pumps the show up to all her friends in Wyoming. So it's pretty cool. Like, even though she's concerned that I'm drinking way too much, she still said, "I think it's a great show, and I'm really glad you guys are doing it."
Hell
So,
yeah.
K-Dubs, can you get Car Wreck's mom on the line real quick? Can we patch her in?
I was hoping they were going to come for my birthday. My mom and my sister talked about coming down for my birthday.
Was
I
it your
like,
mom that told you that you told the fuck off? You're not invited.
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, it was.
That's 2 years in a row. I didn't say fuck off. I said just don't bother coming.
Oh,
He's
all right,
it's
fair
op-
enough.
It was opposite day. It's cool.
Yep.
Now, hey, after
She's
31
gonna be weird
years,
at her house.
after 31 years, my mom knows exactly how I am and how to react to me saying shit. So
I would hope so.
she's kicked my ass a few times.
My mom is surprisingly pretty chill with all the shit I do too. My mom's she's a tough lady.
So we're all gonna go party at Car Wreck's mom's house for his
Hell
birthday.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Where at in Wyoming?
Newcastle.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about that.
It's a shithole.
Yeah, it is a shithole. But
She came down to Colorado one year, and it was like July, and I'm reading that as I'm doing that as walking. Just all
it was hot out.
I don't know. It was July. It was hot. We were having a barbecue.
That's great.
But no, so we're at my buddy's house celebrating his 30th birthday.
Right.
And, we're drinking, of course.
Of course.
And all of a sudden, somebody starts passing around an apple smoking weed. And my mom is just like,
Why do you look at me?
well, because why wouldn't I?
Because you know people that smoke weed. Right.
But so my mom starts hitting this apple. And then I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going to let my mom out party me.
Turns out she did.
Oh, yeah. Because about maybe 20 minutes later, we were driving back to my apartment, and I had to tell her in the middle of Loveland, I'm like, can you pull over? I'm going to vomit out of the side of this car. Please, Mom, I hope you don't listen. I'm going to have to call my mom and tell her not to listen to this episode now.
Nope, she's going to listen to it.
This one you're not allowed to listen to.
We love you, Mama Car Wreck.
Right.
Okay, so now we got to go for the pickup line of the week, huh?
Yeah.
Being as we're in that section. So, Smite, why don't you start us off there, buddy?
All right, so mine is, are you a ticket? Because you got fine written all over you.
That's pretty fucking lame. But all right, it might have worked. Actually, you should have tried that on the chick the other night.
That probably would work. Mine, thank you, K-Dubs, again, will never work, but I might just try it to see what the reaction is. And my pickup line of the week is, I just shit my pants. Can I get into yours?
That would be worth seeing the reaction, dude.
It would. We should do that. We should just start spitting out like shitty pickup lines and videotaping the girl's reaction.
We should do an entire recorded episode of just doing shitty pickup lines.
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
I think
it would be hilarious.
I think I'm going to take that down to the bar with me. I need to get fired now. I think I'm going to take that idea down to the bar with me next weekend. I'm just going to start using cheesy.
Just on everybody.
Yeah.
Just be like,
well, not everybody.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
There's certain avenues that it doesn't matter what pickup
well, okay,
line
so
you're
while
going
we're
in.
on the subject,
there are a few ladies down there that all I would have to do is go, "Hey, what's up?" and
you're
their
in.
panties would fall off.
You're going
okay,
in.
No,
you're sucked into the tractor beam, dude.
So speaking of that, so if we are gonna pull that, that gig, what do we do if they say yes?
Yikes!
Yeah, how do we get our friends out of that situation?
Gift card. Gift card to the pawn shop before Collins.
No, just be like, here's a gift card and Mickey
Just give them a
D's.
T-shirt and say thank you.
I think.
Moving on.
I think.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Here's
Just
a bell
or a koozie, because koozies are cheaper.
At any point, I think if the line does work, shit your pants and just get out of there.
It's a good fail-safe maneuver.
Works every time.
Works every time. Got me out of many a shitty situations.
All right. Mine is, it may be a needle, but it works like a sewing machine.
You're a chick, though.
Wow.
Since when?
Any guys out there? Just stay wide of that one. If a chick tells you that one. All right. So mine is.
I have another one.
That was an awful face, Rack.
Mine is.
That was evil, Rick.
Yeah.
Do you have a map? Because I just got lost in your eyes.
That is so lame.
Lame.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you going to do? I didn't say it was a great pickup line. It's the worst pickup line of the week. What are you going to do?
All right, Rack, let's hear your other one.
This is. I can't believe I'm even going to say it. All right.
I can.
Me too.
I'm going to buy you a drink called Carrex Dick. It's short, it's fat, but it fills the gap.
What if they want the drink, though?
Yeah, what if they're like, oh, that sounds like a great drink.
Like, hey, bartender, can you make this drink real quick?
It probably has an umbrella.
I have
and
another
a
one,
roofie.
too.
It's got an umbrella and a roofie.
It's basically a
That's
roofie.
it.
It's basically a roofie colada.
It's a fucking. It's an umbrella stuck to a roofie. Here you go.
An hors d'oeuvre.
I have one too that would actually probably work for our group at the bar, since we're talking about it. Here's $30. Drink until I am really good looking, then come talk to me.
At our bar, $30 won't do a whole lot for you. Most of the people at our bar can drink $30, no fucking problem, dude.
Yeah, that is very true. I guess we'd have to up it to like $130.
Now, if we went to a fucking little martini bar somewhere. Yeah, I know. I'm not willing to take that chance. I'm just saying.
I don't do martinis, bro.
I'm just saying. There's vodka.
We would totally get thrown out of a martini bar.
Oh, dude.
Still get thrown out of a martini bar.
We should totally do
I
that.
tried to invite you
Let's
assholes
do
to
that.
Fort Collins the other night, but no.
You didn't go
You
to
didn't
a
invite
martini
me.
bar?
That's because you were included with him. I was like, what are you doing? He's all hanging out with Rec and the boys. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, you didn't invite me.
Fair
That's all I
enough.
know.
There you go.
All right.
Well, you're included.
Not that I would have gone without him, because
Okay, so fucking point made.
How much time we got over there?
there's times that I need him to
Ooh,
get
got
me
about
out of
a minute.
sticky situations, and there's times I need to get him out of sticky situations. So
Never at any point is it our same sticky situation, though.
No.
Just to be clear.
Just to
Yeah,
clarify.
it's
to be
It's all
clear.
separate stickiness.
As long as the balls don't touch.
Because I never get either one of them out of any sticky situations. Assholes.
You try not
Yeah,
to
I know.
get
That's
into
what
a
I'm
sticky
saying. Like, I
situation.
never get you fuckers out of sticky situations. You know, I do
I think-
recall one night when your manties, I did get you out of a sticky situation.
Well, I mean, I got arrested one time. It's
And called his daughter. Well, actually,
I
no,
had to.
he didn't even call me. The lady at the front desk called me and goes, "Ma'am, we need you to come pick up your father before he takes off the remainder of his clothes."
That's awesome.
And I said, "What? I just dropped him off 20 minutes ago."
Yeah, as a side note, fuck the Embassy
Fantastic.
Suites.
And
Fuck
Dad,
you, Embassy Suites.
You hear
can
Dad in
kiss
the
my
background.
ass.
He's like, "I'm going to
Listen,
beat up the hockey players."
I'm buying this hotel, and I'm setting up some new rules about the swimming area.
Yes. Clothing optional. It was a bullshit deal.
That is right.
Fuck those
This is
guys.
bullshit.
Every time I get arrested, it's a bullshit deal. All right,
Listen.
well, that pretty much takes us down to the hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm at least a full beer and a half behind.
I know.
Most
that's
definitely.
all
You need to
right.
start chugging. Chug,
It's all right.
chug,
I'll drink
chug.
them. I did drink 2 before the show. So
Okay, so I guess we'll count.
So
that this
what?
time.
hey,
That does not count or fucking.
It's
count for
not called
shit.
6 and 8
Hold-
minutes before the
hold-
show, dude.
hold on. We have a now former employee. You're gonna have to get to
Oh,
that
yeah.
now
Oh, yeah,
too.
We are.
She drank 1 Dr. Pepper, and you're gonna give me a hard time about being a beer and a half behind at the
Yes,
end
I
of the
am.
show.
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, I fucking hate you guys.
I said
All
the
right.
whole time she should have drank
So
6.
K-Dubs, before we sign off, K-Dubs has an announcement.
Yeah, due to some legal obligations, I will no longer be part of the show.
Which sucks.
Now,
We're gonna go flat her tires right now.
No, I told you to wreck it. Just
she did actually ask me to go out and wreck
Wreck
her
her
car.
car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the CenturyLink building.
I guess
Across
maybe
the
that's
street.
part of where my name came from. I've only wrecked a couple of cars.
A couple?
like 20. I mean, technically that has a 2
I
in there.
never
It's a couple.
ever have ever.
You wrecked more cars in your first year and a half driving than I have my entire
No,
20
that's
years
not
of
true.
driving.
I wrecked the Durango and my Pontiac. That's 2.
Uh-huh.
That's all I wrecked.
That you were responsible for, yes.
What other vehicle did I wreck?
Anyhow,
No, I blew one
So-
up, but that doesn't count as wrecking
That counts
it.
as wrecking.
K-Dubs is leaving the crew for
I
now.
is.
am,
But
unfortunately.
the great
Only
thing
for a
is,
while, hopefully. But
We had, in a weird way, hired your replacement.
yeah, they replaced me.
We weren't even going to replace you. We were just going to add a 5th member. But now that you're leaving,
Our story goes like this. We were going to fire you anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
you know,
fuck you
it's
guys
all right.
too. Fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out.
especially after tonight,
Exactly.
you deserve to be fired.
Whatever. He
Fucking
did it, and
table
you
and
did it
shit.
too. So I don't want to.
I just messed with my pop filter. I didn't drag a fucking floor across.
You
all
ran your
fired.
face into your
the chair
microphone.
across the ground. The
All
floor-
you fucking assholes are fired. Fuck off.
I dragged the floor across the room.
Drug the floor across the
Yeah,
room.
I messed up.
He's been drinking.
Uh,
And he's
I've
only a
been
beer and a half behind.
Right.
Weird. All right, so we're gonna go.
All
ahead
right.
and do
Well,
the
we're gonna K Dubs. We're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you guys
You'll
too.
have
I'm
to pop
disappointed,
in
but-
and hang out with us. Hang out with us once in a while.
Oh, most definitely.
No, we're gonna kidnap her.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
You
have,
might
to.
have to.
We're gonna have to.
So, all right. So she's gonna come back and do some guest spots, and that's cool.
Yeah. So we'll
All
probably
right.
have Mean Bean sitting in hopefully next week.
Yeah. No, he'll be in here.
Well, not sitting in. He's part of the staff.
Well, he is part of
Yeah.
the staff now.
Now we got to relabel your microphone. God damn it.
Just leave it. He can be
damn it.
Dubs.
Oh no, we're
And
not.
he just labeled it too.
Right. We
Just the other day.
we just
I
did
know.
this. Do you know how much work we
Just
wasted
I'm
now.
so sorry, Tia.
writing?
Yeah, it's all right.
It'll always be your mic.
That fucking better be.
So Mean Bean licks it, and then it's
Oh
definitely
yeah, then
his
it's
mic.
not my mic.
So
hey, the next time we're going to be on the air, it'll be 2015.
It will be 2015.
I want a goddamn hoverboard next year. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't know if you realize in Back to the Future,
Back to the
was
Future was
2015.
2015. Son of a
You
bitch.
better get on making a goddamn hoverboard.
Well, then at that point, next week's entertainment section, we're definitely talking about Back to the
yeah,
Future.
let's do that. That's
Yep.
a great movie.
No, it is a great movie.
You need to inform Mean Bean of the game.
All right, well, for DJ Smite, I'm Pimp Snaggles.
I'm the Irish Car Wreck.
And for K-Dubs. And all of us here at Double Bogey Broadcasting Studios.
Cheers to Nankles.